All right, we are good to go. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see everyone tonight. Let's move my foot pedal over here. Make sure we're all good to go. And there. All right, we got to move a little bit of lighting here. And there we go. Much better. It was blazing in my eyes. What's up, KCH? What's up, everybody? Cruising, how are you? Melissa, how you doing? Okay. Tonight we have a pretty awesome item getting done. This has been on order for a while. We're going to take a kick of Mountain Dew for it. What's up, Wendy? How are you doing? Groves, what's up? So we're going to be making a marble, and this is Pacific Northwest sports team inspired. I hope everybody can read into that, because that's about as much as we can go with it. But this has been on order for a little bit, and this is for Drew, and we're going to get this done. Things have been good, Wendy. What's up, Kadesh? KCH, Ashley, hello. All right, so we're just going to trim this off. This is the little scarring section that always has to come off. In fact, I should probably show you guys so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Park this up here temporarily. I think this side will show it better. Side view. Maybe. There. So you can see those little, see that little scarring right there? All the way around. That's from the cut. So that little white section there, if you try and melt it in, it creates all these tiny little bubbles. We don't want the bubbles. So to eliminate that, you just kind of peel it off with the flame. So that's what we're doing right at the moment. And it should work out pretty good. We're going to build the base for the marble. Then we're going to do the Seattle sports team colors. Oh, one second. I got to move this lighting just a little bit. It's driving me a little bit bananas here. Hold on. Let me turn it down just a second. About like that. Oh, much better. It was blinding me for a moment. And there we go. All right, let's get started. So yeah, the colors are going to be lime green and blue and silver. How do you get started? Just got to find someone to show you how, Ian. Disneyland? Oh, that sounds like fun. Yep, go Hawks. I'm going to root for them. And so we're going to start building this up right now. Got to build up the bulk. Let's kick on a higher flame at the moment. And there we go. And just keep pushing this in. So this is going to be about 2.5 inches for a marble. So it's going to be a good size. It'll definitely be one of those bigger pieces that is going to look amazing. We are going to add a little bit of the uranium into the lime green, though. I think we're going to do a blended mixture with the colors. I kind of have a really good idea for it. If I do it right, it's going to look amazing. How's everybody's Friday going? Y'all doing good? I hope so. Hope y'all are having a fantastic Friday evening. Okay, so this is the build-up phase. And this gives me the bulk of the marble that we're going to be working with. And just keep going. Now you notice I'm kind of rocking the glass back and forth. There is a purpose behind that. So as I start working, you can see the glass drooping down that way. I don't want it to get too thick like a UFO shape. So you just keep rocking it back and forth. Oh, thank you, L to the B. I finally cleaned it up a little bit. It was a total mess earlier today. I had to clean it. I couldn't even find any colors. L to the B, thank you for the rockin' shroom, by the way. So thank you to everybody on the YouTube that got me to 20,000 subscribers. We crossed that threshold today. So thanks for getting me there. It was pretty awesome. And then thank you to everybody on TikTok for sticking with me. It's been awesome. I don't know why, but this is getting really gooey fast. I'm actually struggling with it a little bit. Either I'm wobbly or the glass is. Could be a little both. Could be a little bit of both. No, I don't do any festivals at all. I am constantly busy filling orders, and I'm live streaming all the time. I don't want to go to a Ren Fest. I like live streaming. I love live streaming, actually. Thank you, Little Flower. Drewski, thank you for the confetti. How much of a gather we needing? I need about 2 inches of it. A little bit more. We're not going to go too much further. It's getting close. I'm using 22 millimeter right now, so almost 1 inch rod. So it's just under a 1 inch. So we're getting there. See, we're getting close. I should have popped in the closer view. Thank you. Yeah, 20,000 on YouTube that's a hard number to get. Especially, we started September 5th, I think. So roughly 4 months. September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, 4 or 5 months. That's a big tick. No, we're not doing Lavender Farm. No more, no events this year. We are literally busy. Oh, you got it. The Dichro Swirl. Yeah. Opal Galaxy. You got it? I hope you got it. I hope you like it if you got it. Yeah, the bench needed a cleaning. It just gets crazy, and it'll be a little bit dirty tonight. All right, almost done here. We're just probably one more minute or less. I should have enough. Because as we start adding color, it's going to build up the size a little bit more too. And right about there, we should be good. So we just got to let the glass do its drippy. And then we're going to start burning it off up here. So yeah, this is going to be in the Seattle-based sports theme colors. That's about all I can say. Nope, not a memorial. It is a Seattle-based sports theme marble. Pacific Northwest special. And it is for Drew. He ordered this. Hey, John, how are you? Yeah, this will be a fun one. We're going to decorate it in a special way that's going to be cool. We're going to add in some uranium. We're definitely going to pop some uranium in this guy. It'll look really fantastic. All right, let's see if we can change the view. We're going to multitask. All right, we'll pop it up and back a little. Right about there should be good. So we'll get a little bit of the mold back, a little bit more. Right there. That'll give us enough up here. Okay, we'll go to the side. So I will be showing the progress as we go through. So there we got little marble going. This is the bulk. In its molten state, we're going to come back up. And we're going to start applying the color. You know, I should probably do this one first. Do I have a shorty? I do. Gonna have to multitask here. This may pop. So we'll have lime green, blue, and silver. Okay, we're going to get that to settle down. All right, let's apply the silver first. And we're going to do it by just putting straight lines down. And then we're going to have to modify it a little bit as we start putting more and more color down. Because it gets a little thick at the top and thin at the bottom, in the middle, meaning it'll start kind of bending in the wrong way. So we kind of have to bring it down a little. like that. We're going to bring lots of silver on here. We're going to overlap the silver with the green. Drew is in the house. Yeah, this marble is for Drew. Drewski. So Drew, we are making your marble. It's going to be amazing. We're adding silver right now. And then we'll do the lime green and blue. Add a little bit right there. Boom. Okay, so I'm trying to gauge how much I need to put on here. Just kind of swirling it down a little bit. Wendy, thank you for the shroom, the rocking shroom. Appreciate it. Drewski, thank you for the confetti. Okay, I think we're pretty close to being done with silver here. Let me add a little bit right here. And just a little fine line right there. So again, we're going to go a little crazy on it. We're going to add in some uranium, which is the lime green anyway. So we're going to have the uranium on there. I like showing progress as we go through. So if you're new to the channel, this is what we do. We kind of bring it in and show you progress as we start going in. So you get to be a participant in it as well. So you can see that beautiful silver going right there, being added in. And next, we're going to add the lime green and the uranium. So we're going to start off, and we're going to overlap the silver a little bit. And then when we get ready to do all the blending is when it really starts popping out and looking fantastic. All right, we're putting the first line down now. We're making a marble in Pacific Northwest, Seattle-based sports theme colors. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay, we're going to put that one down to the side because it's getting hot as hell. And I got to make sure I leave enough room for all the rest of the colors too. But we're definitely going to add it. Drew doesn't know this, but he didn't know, but we're throwing uranium on here because uranium's awesome. And he's been patient. And it goes perfectly with lime green. Okay, here we go. So we got to start evening these lines out. How big will it be? About 2.5 inches. You can just buy uranium. uranium glass. All the little rods that are up in the corner of the screen are uranium. And the little marbles up towards the front of my bench are also uranium. So we're not close to even being done with this, but we're getting there. So you can see the colors starting to pop out there. We overlap the silver a little bit right there. We're bringing in. Now this isn't the final way the color will look. Okay, we got a lot of work to do yet on it. There's the overlap. There's the silver. There's going to be a lot of going into this. It's not close to even done. But like I said, I like to include everybody in the process. So I think that's nice. All right, I need Mountain Dew. I need lots of Mountain Dew. I should have got a black rifle. I should have went full energy drink. All right, we're going to add the blue on here. Let's get it. And we're going to start adding the blue. Now this is what I call it. I consider it a stiff color, meaning it doesn't move very fast. It has a slower viscosity, if you will. So it takes a minute more. Kind of get it melting in. A little bit more here. We're going to give it the total Pacific Northwest treatment with a mountain of swirls also in the colors. So it's going to look like the Pacific Northwest of, Puget Sound swirls running through it. A little bit more here. Next, I should do a Bigfoot colors. Okay, we need to overlap this silver a little bit. Like that. All right, we should be fully encased with color, other than we don't have the uranium on there. Thank you, Sandra. Wendy, thank you. All right, let's take a peek where we're at. And there we go. So now we got these colors. They're not showing up until we get a little light on the subject. Now you can see there. There's the blue. Now that blue will be a little bit darker and a little bit more intense when we get done. And there's the silver. There, that's better. So there's the blue getting in there. Okay, let's get started. We're going to add the uranium right now so I can get that starting to get mixed in. Let's warm it up. Warm it up. So we're just putting a heat base back into it. All right. We should be good. Let's grab the uranium. Thought I had one already pre-started, kind of. I don't. We're going to go the uranium right down the lime green here and blend it in a little bit with the silver. And we're just going to run all the way around. A little bit at a time. Nice and smooth. I can't wait to see this actually glow in the black light. Should be pretty fantastic. All right, so we got the uranium on. Let me grab I need to grab a color real quick. I probably should have grabbed that ahead of time. Give me 1 second. I just have to go grab a quick color. Maybe I can reach over there and grab it over there. Don't do this at home. Let me see if I can reach over here and grab one of these. Let them catch my butt. No, not right. You gonna be good enough? Yep, we're good. I probably should have had some cobalt on hand for it. For what we got to do. No, there's no radiation really. So we got the darker cobalt here. So one last time, I'm going to show you what it looks like before we start doing the boom boom. Here we go. So we got the lime green there. See how limey that got? We got the silver and we got the blue. Okay, we need to enhance that blue a little bit. Look how good that green looks though. Told you it was Seattle green. Oh, you're welcome, Philip. All right, let's get the blue mixed in first. So this is what I call like a finger paint blend. And it's going to kind of give it like Pacific Northwest, Puget Sound swirls. Just kind of reminds me of the waters out here. And we have so many rivers and waterfalls here. I like that. So we're just kind of giving it that vibe right now. We're vibing. This is actually looking really cool. I am super happy about it. By the way, I believe the green flower with the Lucy color, the pink Lucy, is available. All right, we're going to blend into the silver a little bit here with the blue. What the hell is that? Can you guys hear that? It's like a thunder. Do you hear that? Or I got my earbuds in. And I could hear that crap. Favorite one is the wing. Awesome. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for the jewels. All right, let's bring it in and show you on camera. Okay, good. Maybe it's just in my head. So now you can see those blues vibing in there with the oceanic theme. Then we're going to grab some lime green. Actually, I'm going to do clear over it. I think this is going to look better. We got the uranium and the lime. I think we just need to blend with clear. Here we go. I can always add more color to it if I need to. We got to inspect it after it's done. But I really want that uranium glass popping out. So we're just kind of creating these little micro swirls. Hey, Meta, record. So we'll record with the Meta glasses so you guys can see what I see from a first-person view. I love working with the Meta glasses. They're working good. I haven't done any content with them lately, but I have been recording it. I just haven't put it into a video. But I love the Meta glasses for this. Hey, Meta, stop recording. There we go. Yes, I have didymium lenses in it, correct. Philips did that. Philips was the one that you got to go to VS Eyewear. VS Eyewear is who did it. You mentioned that I sent you and they'll give you a little discount. Go to VS Eyewear. I don't even get paid for that. Okay, let's show you where we're at here. And boom. So I love it without the light at the moment so you can see it. And then when we add in the light, here we go, where's the blues? So there we have the blues going on for the Seattle colors. We have the silver still yet to go. And we got the lime green. Man, that lime green's bright. I have to blend that line, though. I got to blend that up. We got to fuse those together. We got to bring those together. Let me do it out of clear here. Actually, I don't want to throw that off. I'm going to do it blue. It's not going to take much. We'll do it out of blue. Just need a little touch. Some happy little swirls. Let's take a look at it. There we go. Now we got a nice little clutch of patterns running through there. Nice and defined. There's the lime. All right, let's get the silver all done. Let's get that silver done. I'm excited for this too. It's going to look really good. And there we go. So we got it really heated up. Actually, before we go too far, I'm going to show you what my glasses do. So my glasses have what's called a didymium lens on it. And I want to show you what I see. So here we go. We're going to drop the lens in this way. Now you can kind of see how I see the world versus that. So when we were talking about the lenses in my glasses, that's exactly what we're talking about right there. Versus that. And no, I don't leave the lens on because I turned purple. I don't want to be purple. See? I don't want to be purple. Actually, I made that didymium shield myself. The hardware is blast shield, but the shield is mine, the didymium. All right, let's get it mixed up. I was thinking about selling those. Because they work really good if you have them on your torch. Especially if you have someone that is like a guest glassblower. Not glassblower, but like I have friends that come over and they want to try melting stuff. So I'll put the blast shield on there with the didymium and have them wear just regular safety glasses if they have prescriptions. So it works really good, you know, especially some of my friends that do have prescription glasses. So I'll put the blast shield on there with the didymium. They can wear their prescriptions and then just peek through the shield. And we're going to just blend this in. I think we got it. Oh, the DSLR? Yeah, I like working with VSI. They use the Philips. But the guy that owns the company, Mike, is really good. All right. Let's see what color we got. Damn it, I thought I was on side view. I'm so sorry. Let's see if we got that silver looking good. So we do have the silver looking pretty good in there. I got to blend that over. That is not good right there. We got to blend that. The rest of it's blended pretty good. We got the dark blue, silver, lime green. I'm going to throw a little bit more lime green and uranium on this side right there. I'm going to blend it in just a little more, get some more color in there. I want to add a lot of uranium to this, so I'm trying to make it look really cool. Okay. Let's add some uranium. Then some clear. We'll blend that up, and then I want to try one more thing. Wait, there's one more thing. How much gas do I burn per hour? Depends on how many pork and beans I had. If I had a lot of baked beans, then yeah, I burn a lot of gas an hour. I don't go through that much. It's really not that bad. I go through like maybe 1.5 gallons of propane a day. Have you ever tried any glow-in-the-dark stuff from Bob Hastings? You want to know a real big secret there, only? I invented the glow-in-the-dark glass. Way before Bob ever had anything. I think even before Bob did glassblowing. So if you go on Northstar's website and you see the glow-in-the-dark glass from Northstar, that is mine. So the glow-in-the-dark glass on Northstar Glassworks is mine. In fact, I'm making another, I'm not going to say how many pounds. Yep, look at it. They certainly do. I talked to Abe and worked out a deal with him. I've known Abe for 30 plus years. We're going to add a little bit of uranium into this silver here. I just want to add a little bit. I want to give it a real punch. Yep, go check it out. They introduced it about a month ago. It was a soft run, but they just reordered a bunch. But if you go onto Lampwork Supply and you see Boroglow, that's also mine. So anything with the name Boroglow is mine, and or my formula, and then Northstar. Okay, let's get it going. Let's one more view here. We're gonna get, and then we're gonna swirl this thing up. Sorry, I've been jabbering. I've been talking shop with people. All right, this is how it looks in natural light right now. It's a little dark in here. There we go. So now we got the, man, that lime green is bright. There's the silver and the lime green with the uranium. Yeah, I might have something glow in the dark. Oh, yeah. Let me park this in the kiln for 1 second while it's resting. Get in there. So this is a big old chunk of Boroglow. There we go. So we're going to heat it up right here. Just bring it in and watch. Still glows. And boom. So that's a big old chunk of Boroglow rod. All right, let's get this marble made. Now that it cooled off a little. I like the glow in the dark too, but I got to tell you, I am a huge fan of uranium. I wish I could make uranium glass. I'm too deathly afraid to use uranium. Like to make the glass itself, the raw material, I'm deathly afraid of that. Here we go. No, don't be scared of the powders. Nothing wrong with the powders. I'm actually going to do a full, I'm going to do a live stream on how to use Northstar's glow-in-the-dark glass. I'm going to post it on Torch Talk, and Northstar's going to promote it as well. So we're going to do a full live stream on how to actually use it correctly. Uranium is nuclear, isn't it? Yep. You can't see, but I have a tail in my back, and then there's a third arm coming out the back of my head. No, I don't have a date for the stream yet. I'll post it in Torch Talk and look for North Star's website. All right, let's get this thing all finalized up here. We got to get this beautiful little spiral here. There we go. Oh man, seriously? I can't get this rod to crack anymore. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to show you kind of a little spiral here, and then we're going to go to the other side, spiral it up. And here we go. So you got a little tiny spiral right there. I love that Nightmare Before Christmas look. Doesn't that look like Nightmare Before Christmas? One more time here. Watch it get that little look right there. Nightmare Before Christmas look. I know, Wendy. Hey, by the way, we did put ghost dogs up, Wendy, that are in the uranium and the purple. They're the last ones. The ghost dogs have the purple and the uranium ring. The purple collar and nose and the uranium. The uranium one's way cool. Yeah. The uranium nose and collar on ghost dog is freaking awesome. It's so awesome I have one of myself. Yep. Zero-ish. You can go to thefieryguy.com and see it for yourself. It's actually a really cool design. All right, we're going to button it up right here. Keep that nice little swirl going. So the next step, we have to pull this down a little bit. I got to let this solidify. We're going to pull it down just a little. And then we got to start pushing it into a marble. Now, as I start pushing it into a marble, it's going to start creating its own natural spiral. So if I wanted to keep the lines really straight, up and down this way, I would literally just pull the sides off and then round it out from there. You want to make it really big and then pull it down for straight lines. For swirls, you do it this way. So let's pull this down a little bit. By the way, moderators, I know I haven't said it enough, but thank you so much, moderators, for keeping everything in check. Every mod that I have is really important, and thank you. I don't say it enough. So thank you very much, mods. Both on TikTok and YouTube. All right, I got a problem here. So I'll show you one of these little pods. Yeah, I love mods. My mods are awesome. They kick ass. Right in here is a little dip. I'm trying to get rid of it. I was trying to do it naturally, but it's not working. All right, why the hell aren't you working? There we go. See that little dimple right there? I don't know why it's doing that. I got to fill it in though. It's like that little dimple. I don't know why it was doing that. Where we're going to fill it up. And the reason I have to do it this way right now is if I start making the marble, that could actually turn to an air bubble. And that would be a problem. Okay, we got to take that and a little bit of silver on there just to mix it up a tiny bit. Nope, blue. Sorry. Oh, now it's got silver. And blue again. Yeah, that little like crater would actually kind of turn into a bubble. And I definitely don't want a bubble. There we go. So now I got it all blended. I'm happy. Yeah, I like, you have two friends now? There you go, Wendy. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I didn't mean for you to buy them both. Uranium one's really cool, though. But thank you for the purchase. Yeah, I like doing air traps. I do like air traps. All right, let's get a little spiral here. But when it's one tiny little bubble, no, I do not like that. All right, so we're going to button up this end. All right, now we're going to push it into full marble stage. And whew. Takes it out of you for a second. So we've been going 52 minutes and I haven't put this thing down yet. Well, I have, but not for very long. Okay, here we go. We're going to bring it down. This is my favorite flame to work with right here. It's right in between super big and small. It's like perfect. For me, this is the perfect flame right here. It's just right. For those of you that are wondering, it is the Glass Torch Technologies Phantom Flame. If I had to choose one torch and only one torch and one flame to use all the time, it would be the Phantom. All right, we're pushing it together. We're getting a little bit of a cork. I don't want a big spiral in here. I do not want it going a long way. I just want it twisting a little, not a lot. Not in this middle section. There. Now you can see we bulked it way up. I think I'm going to modify it a little bit. Sorry, Drew. I'm going to make it really amazing. We're going to add a little flavor to it. You have a Mirage? Yeah, the Mirage was the first Glass Torch Technologies torch I used. And it's a fantastic flame. It is, for me, It's not quite as versatile as the Phantom, but it's a very good one-only torch. I do, yeah. So I have the little, not Gentech, the little hand torch, the little, I can't even think of the name of it right now, damn it. The little guy. Smith torch. But I also have a National, so. Yeah, the Zero Ghost Dogs are actually during Halloween, they were absolutely fun. All right, let's bring it out. So you can see we got the little spiral going. Now it's hard to see until we get a little light on the subject. And there we go. So now we got the blue, the silver, and the lime green. And you can see that effect of what's going on. And they're blending all the way around. Now that blue will calm down once it cools off. So let's start getting it a little bit around here. The Lynx will be a good hand torch. Why two streams? Do I have two streams going tonight? Like do I have two YouTube streams? Because I have TikTok and YouTube. Are there two YouTube streams going? There should be only one. Yeah, I don't know. I said a stream earlier, and I don't know if I said it right. Maybe why the numbers are off. Well, shoot. I didn't know I had two streams going. Yeah, it's only supposed to be one. Well, I didn't know that. Thank you, Nana Beth. All right, I'm going to have to fix the live stream issue. I don't know how I can end one. Okay, let's get this going here. I'll tell you what, I can stop them both and then restart it. Make a vortex? No. All right, let's get this kind of rounded out. I don't know if I'll be able to see both. I'll see if I can go into my YouTube studio and see if I can see both of them going. Yeah, on TikTok. Well, of course, on TikTok it doesn't bother you. But on YouTube, it's a problem. Biggest marble I've done is 4.5 inches, and I will never do it again. Never, ever, ever, ever again. It literally burnt the hell out of me. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why the live stream was off. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to fix my YouTube real quick. So if you guys get cut off, I'm sorry, but I'm going to fix this whole thing. Give me a second here. Oh, I can. I think I can end one. Yeah, let's end it. Nope, don't want to do that. Well, crap. Sorry, I'm just taking a second here. All right, I'm going to just end one. Here we go. We're going to end this one. There we go.